Good evening to those who listen. It is August 3rd, 2018, 6:27 p.m., and praise the Lord. Praise Jesus. You know, I've been thinking about this for a long time, but I didn't think it would happen this way. So that's why I said God works in mysterious ways, because it's very strange. Now, I want to tell you about something. Remember when I used to live in Parachute, Colorado? And I was worried about all the stuff that was going on with the fracking. We had Yellowstone, the super volcano, and then they were just installing 5G when I was leaving the month of June. And then there was all these wildfires that were happening in the southwestern part of Colorado. Well, now this new fire that is Garfield County, that's the county I lived in. Garfield County contained DeBeck, which was the farthest west. Then there was Parachute. Then there's little town Rulison, and then there's Rifle. Those were all in the Garfield County. Let's see, that would probably be about 30 miles stretch, I would guess, maybe 40. And now this fire is getting worse. I lived in a town called Parachute, and it was part of another township called Battlement Mesa. Well, they're starting to do evacuations. I mean, just it says 4 cabins. Battle Creek Reservoir Road. And that's in, I know that's in Battlement Mesa because that's where it's at. But anyway, there was, and here it is, smokes visible on I-70 corridor in Rifle, Parachute, and Rulison. So they said it's unclear how the fire started, but it's burned up 400 acres and 0% contained. That was of Wednesday, so that was 2 days ago. But I just thought, you know, look at this. I felt like I needed to get out of there. And I felt like, you know, I had not just to get back here to see my kids, but to get out of there for other reasons, for Yellowstone National Park, the super volcano there. And then sorry, there was just a little thing. I'll just throw that in the background while I'm talking. That was, you know, if I ever watched the local channels, it was always Denver's channels. So, but it's really weird and funny. I mean, it's not funny for my health wise, because I've been going through all this, but it's funny, strange that I'm having all these breathing problems since I've got back, and mainly in the last 2 weeks. I mean, I think the humidity was bad before, but I could always breathe. And then, you know, just recently I really couldn't breathe. But then I was thinking, you know, how bad am I off here compared to if I would have stayed there with all those fires going on? And that's another sign. I'm telling you, people, this is one of my big things that I believe God is telling me to warn people about. And I know most people probably won't. I mean, here people will heed the warnings, but I mean, most people would probably think it's crazy. But think about this: when the pole shift happens, and there's earthquakes everywhere, you know, billions of people die, and there's a lot of people that are alive, but they're injured, and maybe they're trapped, you know, whatever. But when this happens, the earthquakes are going to cause gas lines to burst. There's going to be fires everywhere. There's going to be chemicals leaked out everywhere. It will not be safe to breathe. So that's my thing. I think maybe this thing, I am suffering through these breathing problems. Bear with me. I mean, this might sound crazy to some people, but maybe my breathing problems is a warning sign for me to tell you guys that this is going to be happening later. Even healthy people with good lungs, they might have a hard time breathing in poisonous toxic fumes and smoke and, you know, fire and all that. So everyone needs to wear a mask. So that's one of my big things for the preparedness. You know, we need water, we need food, we need medicine, stuff like that. But a lot of people will not think Sorry, get that off there, or at least pause it. But most people probably don't think about, oh, when all this stuff happens, you're not going to be able to breathe. So that's a big thing. I think everybody's going to need masks in order to survive all the toxicity in the air from the fumes, smoke, all that stuff. So I think this is to me, it seems clear, a clear warning from God telling people that, one of the things we need to prepare with, not just food, water, medicine, all that other stuff, and I'm getting to the point where I'm going to start doing videos about warning things, about stuff we need to prepare. And, I'm going to do like just a short video on each little thing. Water, you think, oh, what? Everybody needs water. Yeah. Okay. But, we got to figure out a way to store this water. What happens if there's earthquakes? All these jugs of water, especially if they're like plastic or glass even, they're going to break and you're not going to have your water then. So you got to have a way to store this. This is just a little like preview of what the videos are going to say, about preparing for stuff. It's not just, oh yeah, stock up on a lot of water. Yeah, sure, everybody needs to stock up on water, but you got to think about things like that. And if something happens, earthquakes, these jugs, this water is going to be falling and breaking, and you're going to lose your water. So you have to have a way to store it safely without it getting, especially those little plastic jugs, any little thing that pierces it can make it leak, So that's just one little thing. So anyway, I don't want to go on about that. This was about this fire, but I thought it was really awesome that I really believe this is a message, everything with the timing. And I know things have been going really wrong with a lot of things, but some things really went right. And I believe the timing of me moving was perfect timing. Perfect timing. If you ever heard the song Perfect Timing from Sweet Comfort Band, give that a listen. And really listen to the words too, because it's like God's perfect timing. Everything is according to his plan, exactly how it should be. So I really believe that God led me out of Colorado to move here, even though I'm having lots of health problems here. Maybe this is just showing me, hey, you can't breathe. Show your people, show your subscribers, show everyone that this is a thing that can happen in the future. And I do want to do this thing about, but I don't want to do it on this video. I want to separate them. Paul Begley was talking about the peace plan for the Middle East being revealed. And he didn't say exactly when, and they don't know exactly when, but they're getting ready, and they're sending 3 groups of diplomats, I guess, or groups, whatever, pertaining to this peace process from the United States. And Greenblatt and Kirshner is going to be there, and they're going to divide it up into certain things, peace and security part of it, the political side of it, all, and probably the borders and stuff like that. But they're really going in on this. And I also heard recently that Israel might be talking with Syria about a peace plan and putting back the borders to where they were. I guess I'm just going to throw this out there. I'm not sure if it was the correct year, but 1947 is what I think I saw. So things are happening, and we got to really pay attention to that too with Bible prophecy in Israel, because Israel is a key to Bible prophecy. Thank you guys for watching. Thanks for subscribing. God bless.